All right, so I totally forgot to get a before on the crossovers in the Wharfedale here. So the left side I have not started working on yet. So I'm gonna do a sound check so that you can hear how it sounds. So essentially what you have is like no top end, a very foggy bottom end, and hopefully installing these crossovers is going to alleviate that, but we'll see. Hey friends, welcome to Andy's Audio Crap. Today on our audio crapness, our crappy audio stuff, which some of these are crap, but most of them aren't. Anyways, all right, I need to get on task here. Okay, we're talking about crossovers today, and really what we're going to do is rebuild this crossover here. And just gonna go over like the variety that you find in crossovers. It's pretty extreme. Like this is off of a Pioneer CS77A. It has two selector switches among, other features such as a super tweeter. Yeah, super tweeter. A lot of crossovers don't have super tweeter, so that's pretty interesting. This here is off of a Taiwan. I really don't remember what the heck this one is off of. I save them for the coils. And then these obviously off of a pair of Bostons, and these are really high quality. Even the mounting points are on the board. They're super nice. These are great. That's why they're in a bag and I'm like taking care of them. This is off of a really cheap ass pair of two-ways. You'll see here all it's got is a cap on here, a 10 microfarad cap, which is I saved it basically for the plastic. And then here is a set. This is off of, I do recall this one, Yamaha Tower speakers. Really sad deal with those speakers. I bought them and they sounded great until I hooked them to an amp that I hadn't tested, and then they no longer sounded great. And then this crossover here is off of a Bose, I believe 601. I'm fairly certain of 601. And then you'll see here that again they're using pretty high quality parts. In the Bose you're going to see these, which is a protection. So this will fry itself before it fries the speaker theoretically. Some people say that these are here to enhance the sound, and it may be the case. I'm not really sure. I'm not a Bose professional. I don't do a lot of Bose stuff, even though there is a couple of Bose videos on my channel here. All right, so let's talk about how you would go about rebuilding a crossover. First, you're gonna have to remove the crossover you have. There are subtle variations within the same model. As they went through the years, they may have changed nuances or tolerances, and they could have achieved the same sound. Some say that they can tell the difference between, a 1977 and a 1982 of the exact same thing. There probably is a difference. So you have to open it up. You just can't go and search some forum and get, what you think are the specs. I've made that mistake before and ended up pulling and then waiting on parts again. You want to go to a reputable part dealer, so Mauser, DigiKey. There are some really good sellers on eBay who do sell individual parts. I think it's Peace, Love, and Music, I think is the one that I use a lot. I get a lot of stuff from him or her. I don't know who it is. But what we're going to do today is we're going to just do a quick replace. What I'm hoping to do with this crossover is it's not going back into a 77A. It's actually going to go into another vintage set that it just sounds hollow and it does not have a crossover. So I'm hoping that by adding this crossover to those speakers that I will end up with a much better sound. It does have like a cap on the tweeters, so it has two different tweeters. I guess one of them would be just a mid-range, a high mid-range. So I figured this one, being a 4-channel, would be almost perfect for it. So we're gonna go about that. All right, when you're picking up your parts, you are gonna have a variety of choices. So you can go nuts and get, so these are from Dayton Audio. These are really extremely good caps, and they are, I think these are 0.47 microfarad, which if you take a normal 0.47 microfarad, let's see if I have one just sitting right here. Now I have a 47. Let's see here. I'll just grab the 47 here. So you get a feel like you get what you're paying for with these. They are, once you get up into the 30 and 50, you're going to be paying out the wazoo. You're going to be paying almost 30 bucks a cap. There was one guy on my last video where I redid a pair of 88As, and he made the comment about how I should have taken this whole board apart and made a new board and done a bunch of copper this, copper that, and spread everything out and this and that. And I replied, well, you know, you got OCD, brother, because that pair of speakers is only worth 400 bucks, and my time is worth a whole hell of a lot more to me and my kids than to sit down here and fiddle over the nuances of how better it will sound if I do all of that crap. And it honestly, it won't. I mean, it'll be so nominal that my old ears will not be able to hear it. Okay, so you have these. This is another set, Dayton Audios. This is just a smidgen downgraded from those. And same thing, right? So here you're a 3.3 microfarad, and then here's a 50 microfarad. And then here's another one and some more. There's another one back here somewhere. Oh, there it is. There we go. Okay. So you'll see that like when you're buying these caps that you're going to end up with, so this is a 30 and that's the original 30. Now there's 60 years difference between when this one was made and this one was made, maybe even a little bit less or a little bit more, but anyways, you get the point. Technology has come quite a long ways where you just don't need as much space to achieve the same. We have 100 volt. I think we're running 100 volt on everything. That one's 400 volt. Anyways, yeah, I think the speakers themselves probably are only like 20-30 watt speakers, so we really don't need that high voltage, but we'll fly with it. All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove the caps by desoldering their joint position. Their joint position there. Yeah. Anyways, we're gonna look at their position. I was stumped by all these red lines on here. I don't think I did that. Yeah, this has been sitting around for a minute. All right, so we'll desolder these, and then we're gonna have to pry these up. And the last board that I did for the 88s, I just glued the caps right on top of these old caps, which is just fine. It's not a big deal. It's just that same guy was freaking out about that too. All right, so let's dig in, let's do this, and I'll put you on fast forward so you don't have to suffer. All right, while that guy is soldering there, we're going to talk about the W70s. These are Wharfedale D70s.
Don't add any letters to it, just W70. They're relatively rare. They're harder to find, but you can find some out right now. And Hi-Fi Shark, there's like 3 listed, anywhere from $250 to $800, depending upon the condition. And they do sound good as they set, but not with like rock music or anything really modern. So I want to play a lot of classic rock, and so that crossover that we're working on here will probably help that, hopefully. And then we're going to add a tweeter on top. The cool thing about these is they have a sand baffle. The rear baffle is filled with sand, and you can tell this because when you lift that baffle out to put these crossovers in, it feels like you're lifting a gym weight. I mean, they are just absolutely insanely heavy for just a piece of plywood. Usually when you pull off the back of a speaker, it's you know, it's heavy, but it's not this heavy. This stuff is insane. Anyways, gives it a unique sound. All right.
I'm coming out of fast forward. We're done. I'm done. I got this done. There's a whole Wii. I got a mouse in my pocket, like I always say. All right, so everything just went peachy keen smooth, but wanted to make a couple of comments. First off, if you are rebuilding your crossover, please do use audio grade caps, and these say audio grade on them, but I bought these in just recently. They're cheap. They don't say audio grade on them, but where I bought them said they were. So, and I think, let's see here, Dayton Audio, that's where I got them. All right, let's talk about how bad these capacitors were. So this is the 50. You can see the 50 on there. This meter here is going to do a quick test and try and figure out oh my god, that is so far off. That's why we replaced these. Holy crap, that is ridiculously bad. Yeah. So here's the 50, the brand new one. 53. What you're paying for, a lot of what you're paying for beyond just the quality on these is a higher precision. And I think the precision on these is down to like almost 5%. These are 20. All right, so let's put some music through this thing and give it a test. So here's the subwoofer. Okay. Here's the mid-range. All right, here's the tweeter. And here's the super tweeter. Well, you can barely hear that. All right, that's it. She's up and running. We're golden. Turn that off, and life is all good. All right, my messiness and my kids' messiness, please excuse it. But I'm excited because this turned out pretty good. You'll see I added a tweeter on top, and it's crudely, well, it's not even mounted. And I used all but the super tweeter. The super tweeter just wasn't producing as much sound. I think maybe I need a better tweeter. I don't know. But, so, I've got the mid-range hooked up to the corner box, and then the two bass speakers, or full range speakers, are hooked up to the bass.
How the hell you doing? I've been just fine, living life with a good day.
those are now keepers. I was going to let them go because, well, maybe I still will let them go. I don't know, but they sound awfully good now. All right. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. You know, your subscription helps me motivate me to clean up my kids' messes before I film. But, you know, yeah, thanks.